Hello, I'm Brenden and I'm going to go over the Wanco Traffic Analyzer Software. We're going to start by opening up the software. And we're going to go to Create New Project and Add Traffic Data. We're going to hit this button, Create. And then you can see title, location, position, and notation. These are good for keeping track of your classifier and knowing which one is which. So for this video, we're going to go Wanco Test Unit. And we're going to go forgo the other fields. We're going to add traffic data. And here we can add data remotely, or we can add it from a local file. You'll only be able to download data remotely if you have a modem on your classifier. It's extremely helpful and makes it so you don't have to physically go to the location to grab the data. Adding the data from either source is very easy. For adding data remotely, click on Begin, and then enter the IP address from your classifier. To obtain your IP address, either contact your IT department if your agency has its own plan, or call Wanco at 1-800-972-0755 if you have a Wanco cell plan, and we'd be happy to get that for you. So once that IP address is punched in, we're going to click Retrieve Data, and then it connects to the data, and then it says Specify Time Zone. This is just make sure the time code is right for the data that it pulls in, and since the classifier is in Colorado, we're going to hit America Denver and hit Set Time Zone. And then you see this confirmation screen saying it retrieved about over 5,000 traffic data records from the collector. We're going to hit OK, and then we're good to save the project. After you save the project, you'll see this caution, and then it gives you the option you can delete the data that you just grabbed from the collector, or you can hit No. And for this, we're going to hit No. We don't want to wipe that data out. To add data from a file, we'll add a new project again, except this time we'll select Open File. So we're going to go down here to Add Project, Create New One, and then we're going to call this Wanco Test Unit 2. And then we're going to, again for this video, forgo the other options and then hit Add Traffic Data. Except this time we're going to do from local file. This option is for when you don't have a modem on your data classifier and have to manually pull the data. I've grabbed the data from the classifier and it's on my USB drive. I plugged the USB drive in my computer, and as you can see, the CSV file is right there, and that's what we want to select. Again, it'll ask for the time zone. We'll hit Set Time Zone, and then it'll populate with 7,500 records on that set of data. Save the project, and as you can see, it populates the field, and we have our Wanco test unit with one set of data, and the Wanco Test Unit 2 with another that was from the local file. Both of these came from different classifiers, which is why you see the number of records being different. So the next thing we're going to go do is up to this little icon that says Edit Chart Settings. In the chart settings, you'll see three tabs: General Filters, Date and Time Filters, and Annotation. In General Filters, you can sort by speed, vehicle types, and direction. This is helpful if you just want to see the cars, trucks, or motorcycles, whether you just want to look at the traffic coming at the classifier or away. The next tab, Date and Time Filters. You can select the date range that works best for you. Here we just have today, since we recently reset the classifier, and then the time group. And the time group is really important because this makes it easier to see the data. I like going up to 60 minutes per time interval for data points. Just makes the data a lot easier to see. And then annotations, we have the percentile that we can display, and we'll show this a little later on how that shows up. And then the speed limit, put in a number for that, let's say 30 miles an hour. Hit save on that. You can see that it pops up this green highlight over showing. We're going to go back and just turn that off for now, but I just wanted to show you what that looks like. Here on the right, we can sort vehicle count by speed, vehicle count by time, average speed by time, and percentile by speed. Here up at the top, we can see this 85% equals 40 miles an hour, so that's that 85th percentile, and you can clearly see the data and where that shows up. If we wanted to present this data to somebody else and export it, maybe attach it to an email or something like that, we might take the data, and edit it so that we do show the speed limit display and show, okay, look at all the cars going over the speed limit. And then we'd go up to this little option here that says export chart as image. We'd click on that, and then it'll ask where you want to save it. And we'll save it as just test on the desktop, and then I'll say it exported. And then over here on the desktop, we're going to open this up, and so you can quickly see it's got the image right there of what you can see. So it's an extremely helpful tool to export that data that you see. If we wanted to edit the project, maybe add some data later on to the project, we can go up here to the edit project, and we can add more information. Like maybe it's outside the Wanco HQ and it's facing south. Maybe we want to put in, actually the speed limit is 35 miles an hour, just so we have that to reference. Here you can also add more data later on. Let's say you want to still be working the same project, but it's been a month and you go back out to the location. You don't have to make a new project, you just add more data here and add those additional records. We're going to hit save on that. And if we wanted to export the data here, we can do that right up here. You can export the data two different ways. One's through the Wanco Traffic Analyzer Software file, which will save all the project title, location, position, notation, chart settings. It'll save all of that, so it'll remember that. Maybe there's someone else in your agency that has the software and you want to show it to them through the Wanco Traffic Analyzer. And then the other way is just exporting it through the CSV format. We're just going to hit export up here, same thing. It'll ask the location you want to save it in, and we'll just do Wanco test unit and hit save on that. And it's exported and it's right on the desktop over here. Additionally, if your unit has a modem, we can monitor the data classifier in real time. Simply open up a web browser, and then all you have to do is punch in the IP address up in the top bar. And then you're going to add :8080. Hit enter on that, and you'll see this redirect page. It should automatically redirect you, and it pops you right up on the map. So you can see right now that location of the classifier is right outside the Wanco headquarters. And then if you go over here to monitor and click go to monitor page, we'll be able to see real-time vehicles departing and approaching. So if you just sit here and wait just for a second, we'll start to see a car that just went by at 25 miles an hour. So any traffic that's going by, you can monitor in real time and the direction that they're coming from. It's a great extra feature, and as you've seen from the previous videos, you can also use this on your mobile device to tune your traffic classifier to the right data. This concludes the video tutorial on the Wanco Traffic Analyzer program. For more Wanco videos, please visit wanco.com/videos. Thanks for watching.